Shalom, call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, Shalom, Wa Barakim, La Bakarim Shayasha Allah, Wa Shani Kabad, Gawala Rakwab, Zikonyam Nawa, Shayasha Allah Ba'aith, IBARYATH MAYAWAM, AHNAQ Wa AHNAQ. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, in the name of His Son, only begotten Son, Yahushai. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel, double honors to our elders and apostles of Israel, known as Great Millstone in these times. The Hebrew of today is going to be sigh and cry. All right, and what I want to do is I was looking back at my old videos and I was realizing that I was not writing the English translation. Now I had the Lashwan, and the first one, of course, is AHNAQ, and that means to sigh. And the way you say that, I'm going to start doing this so I can see. All right, AHNAQ. Okay, and that's how it's pronounced, and that's Strong's H 584, just so you can get an understanding of what this is exactly saying. And there's a connector here, and cry is AHNAQ with a qua, AHNAQ, the qua. All right, and that's na. Okay, and that's Strong's H 602. So IBARYATH MAYAWAM, AHNAQ Wa AHNAQ. Alright, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Shalom to the elect. Okay, this is another IBARYATH MAYAWAM. The Hebrew of today is AHNAQ Wa AHNAQ, sigh and cry. And of course, we're going to get some precepts. Now, ABARYATH, this will be edifying to the elect of Yahshua Allah. Alright, this is Ezekiel 9:4. It says, "And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh, AHNAQ, and that cry, AHNAQ, all the mist, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." So this aspect of sighing and crying is what? Setting the mark upon the men who are ready to get out of here for all the abominations. There's a lot of wickedness, there's a lot of foul abominations that are being put forth in this land, in this captivity that we're in. And it's our job as men of the Lord and as teachers and prophets to set the mark, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and the promises that, look, there's something to look forward to, you know. And we are only looking for the men, the women, and the children that are what? That are sighing and crying. Okay? Now this is another aspect here. This is Psalms 31 and verse 9. It says, "Have mercy upon me, O Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, for I am in trouble. My eye is consumed with grief, yea, my soul and my belly. For my life is spent with grief, and my years with sighing. My strength faileth because of mine iniquity, and my bones are consumed." And through the Spirit, we were talking before the video, this is King David, you know. He was the king of Israel, and he's talking about his days are being spent with grief, because when you go into it, like the brother we were talking about, his life was full of tragedy. And we can definitely relate to that. So this is an example of how we sigh and cry, you know, how we are to sigh and cry to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai by asking him, like it says here, "Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am in trouble." And we are in trouble, man. You know, these devils and all these other nations, they're trying to eradicate us and put us out as a nation as a whole. You know, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the Israelites, and we need that mercy. It says, "My eyes consumed with grief, yea, my soul and my belly." And we can relate also to who? Yahweh Shai. It says his life and his days were full of grief. It says, verse 10, "For my life is spent with grief, and my years with sighing." Yeah, it never gets better. You know, that we weren't brought here to be joyful and to sing songs and come up on some type of level here in America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures. That's why it says our years are full of sighing. "My strength faileth because my iniquity and my bones are consumed." Right, we are not in our righteousness yet. You know, we're not in our righteousness yet, and because of that, our spirits are constantly groaning, constantly sighing, and constantly crying. And the word sigh there in that verse is Han Asalaki. In Ezekiel 9:4, it was Han AHNAQyam, which means whenever Han is before a word, it's plural, meaning plural, because it set a mark upon them, Okay, so Han Anakim wa Han Anakyam. Alright? Them that sigh and them that cry.
Psalms 79 and 11. Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee. And when you think about it, we as Israelites, we are prisoners right now. America is our prison sentence. Alright? And as a prison, the proof of that, you have to have permission to go certain places. Alright? You have to get permission for a lot of things. Okay? So we in a great prison that's called America. Alright? We have a bid. And there's a long ass bid right now. You know? And it says, let the sign of the prisoner come before thee. So that is that sign that's going before the Most High. Because the Most High, He hears our cries, man. Alright? He feels our pain. Alright? It says, according to thy greatness of thy power, preserve those that are appointed to die. And just like certain prisons, a lot of us are appointed to die. You know, a lot of guys got 9 to 5, I mean not 9 to 5, life bids, which we know the majority of Israel got life bids, and some is in death row. Alright? And then death row right now is constantly being out in the streets. Okay? That's why David said this is a valley of the shadow of death. That's right. And this is death row. Because you don't know if the Lord's going to punch your ticket out any minute. Death is at every corner. So we're crying unto the Lord. It says, and render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom their reproach wherewith they have reproached thee, O Lord. And sevenfold meaning 7 times what we went through, man. So everything that we as a people have went through here in our prison sentence, alright, getting shitty food, getting food with fucking maggots in it, eating GMOs, alright, all these things that we had to endure, these heathens gonna have to endure sevenfolds, man. Alright? Why? Because the Most High requires what you did to his chosen.
Right. The heathen are gonna be sighing and crying.
They're gonna be sighing and crying, but nobody's gonna hear them.
Right.
Alright? There's a difference. When we sighed and cried in Egypt, the Lord heard us. And he sent us a deliverer. And right now he has his ultimate deliverer, Yahushua, coming to return to deliver the prisoners that's in prison right now, which is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The elect. Alright? Isaiah 35 and 10. And the ransom of the Lord shall return and come to Zion with with songs and everlasting joy upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing should flee away. So no longer are we going to have the same feelings that we have right now. Not knowing if we're going to live or die the next day. No longer are we going to be subjugated to other people telling us what to do. Alright? No longer are we going to be stressed out. No longer are we going to be oppressed. Because all that shit is going to flee away, because the Lord's He's going to break the prisoners out of prison, man. Alright? And that's a beautiful thing. Because we all locked up right now. We all want to get out of here. We in our bed. So when they in prison, they send kites to give each other courage. Well, back in the day, to give each other the courage. That's what we're doing. We sending our kite to the rest of the brotherhood, saying, look, redemption is at 9, man. You know, we about to get rescued. We about to be seeking liberty, man. All right. So those who rejoice with us right now, they're part of the elect, and those who saying fuck that, I want to stay here, well, they're gonna be destroyed. That's right. All right. But all that feeling is gonna be flee away from us, man. We no longer have to suffer this shit. All right.
So with that, a call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Again, IBARYATH MAYAWAM AHNAQ wa AHNAQ. All right. The Hebrew of today is sigh and cry. And with that, I hope some edification came out of this lesson and encompassing these 2 words. And you know, look, keep setting the mark upon them and sigh and cry. And keep reminding yourself that, hey, look, the kingdom's coming very soon. We're not going to be sighing and crying anymore. And our enemies, all our sighing and crying is going to be put onto them. So the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah for that. And shalom to the elect. Shalom. And double honors to our elders and apostles, the great millstone. Shalom.